Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Kia Optima. If you guys have a Kia Optima, you need to remove or replace front wheel hub assembly, bearing assembly. Stay with us, we will explain how to do that. You will need to remove the wheel hub every time your car was in an accident, if you need to replace wheel bearing, all that stuff. So we will explain guys how to do that today. There are a few things that you need to follow, so make sure to stay until the end and we'll cover very helpful information as we go. So, if you guys have a Kia Optima generation 2010 to 2015, that video should be helpful. It may be even helpful on the later generation because some things are interchangeable. Let me introduce you to the channel quick. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix pretty much anything. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. In addition guys, all we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you need to buy any parts, tools for your Kia Optima, we'll also share the link in the description of the video below where you can buy tools and parts for a really good price and quick shipping as well. That's where we get all our supplies from. Another thing, if you guys want to see our main YouTube channel, Auto Repair guys, you can find quite helpful information for vehicles that can save you thousands of dollars guys, and we're approaching 400,000 subscribers, so we have videos that can save you quite a bit of money. So what we have specifically here guys, 2013 Kia Optima. It may work on other years as well. This is a 2.4 liter engine that we have, but even if you have different engine procedure, it should be very similar or practically almost the same. Now we'll demonstrate on the front left wheel hub bearing assembly. Front right will be about the same. You need to jack the vehicle up, remove the wheel. Now what we recommend, get penetrating spray, and if you need to buy some, we'll put the link in the description of the video below. You want to spray, we pre-soaked everything already, but you want to spray these bolts right here and here as well. Suspension bolts if they're rusted. Also the ball joint right there on the bottom. Spray that one, soak it guys multiple times, and you will see why in a little bit, because we will need to do quite a bit of disassembly. So now let's go ahead and show you what we need to do. First we need to straighten that safety pin on the CV axle nut. That pin is recommended to be replaced every single time you remove it guys. So if you remove it, okay, you need to replace it. They're not expensive at all, and you can get them, I'll try to put a link where you can get them online for a really good price as well. If it's not straightened enough, you may have a hard time, okay, removing it, so you need to make sure that it's all the way straight, everything's aligning, and then let's see if it's going to go out, or I might need to go get the bigger pliers actually to pull that thing out. So eventually it comes out. You can see this one is pretty deformed, that's why it had a hard time coming off. Now we need to pre-loosen that nut. Now that's where things get interesting. 1 inch and 1/4 socket we got here. If it's really tight, you might need to use a cheater pipe, because it may be so tight. Okay, hold the brake on the inside. Make sure you hold the brake. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to... Okay, and it came loose. Perfect. Once it comes loose, those things, they go by hand with no problem. Check it out now. Okay. Now we will explain what else we need to do guys. Okay, here we're going to get that washer. Let me just grab it easily. You need to spray penetrating oil right here on the inside, so that CV axle can come out as well. Okay, let's explain now. We're talking about this one right here. Perfect. Let's spray now. Let it soak. Now guys, I'm going to try to go underneath. Why? Because I need to well, let's actually go ahead and get a few things out of here. That's the brake caliper now. It needs to come out. Brake caliper, the brake caliper bracket, the disc roller, all that needs to come out. So 14mm socket, and you have 2 guide bolts, one here, one on the bottom. And if they start spinning while taking it off, you can hold it here with a 17mm wrench usually, and you can easily remove it that way. You need to once you get your caliper loose, you need to go ahead, guys, okay, get a wire and tie it to the strut so it's out of the way. Because if you just let it hang on the brake line, you can cause damage to the brake line and you can lose your brakes in the future. So you don't want that to happen. Okay. Perfect. Now let's go ahead, grab it, and we're going to tie it there now. To stand up, all the way up, so it's not in the way, right? Perfect. Now, next, we can remove the brake pads, slide them out. Perfect. Next, we need to remove, okay, these two bolts for the caliper bracket, 17mm socket in our case, and we will go ahead and pull those out. Okay, we'll have the torque specs on the channel for the brake calipers, brake caliper torque specs on Kia Optima, so check it out if you need help with that later installing it. Alright, perfect. So now what we're going to do, we'll get the impact so we can easily and quickly remove those. Awesome. Now we have one more on top. If you move the bracket a little bit, it will go by hand most likely. Okay, it's almost coming out. Perfect. Now let's explain, before we continue with anything else, let's just get, guys, these two bolts pre-loosened. Okay, not to forget. So let's go ahead, okay, get those pre-loosened. Okay, make sure that this is not in the way. I'll just put it to the side. Perfect. You have two nuts, okay, right here. You can see, okay, the wire is on the inside. So 24mm right there. We're pre-loosening those now. The one on the bottom now. Okay, to make sure they're pre-loosened, because later if we forget, we'll need to install it again. Let's remove the disc roller now. These two bolts, somebody around them in the past, if you use just a regular screwdriver, most likely you will not remove them. Get a bit, screwdriver bit that fits, tap it with a socket that fits on the bit, so it's metal in metal, and you can crack that rust that form there, and you can easily remove them now. Otherwise, most people will round those. So, perfect. This one is ready. Now we have one more that we need to remove on the bottom. Okay, and we pre-soaked everything, you can see on the inside. So now that roller should come out, rubber hammer. Okay, tap on it multiple times, okay, and it should come out. This is the hub assembly right here, the steering knuckle, guys, also known as steering knuckle right there. So now we need to remove, okay, that's the inner, that's the outer tie rod. Okay, we need to pull that safety pin out, grab, pull it out. Then we need to remove that nut. Okay, this nut is 14mm, I believe, 14mm in our case. Yep, it will be super tight. Oh, 13 is ours, not 14. Oh, 14, my bad, 14mm. Okay, it's not going to go towards the end, so we need to go more with the ratchet. Now there is a trick here, guys. Get penetrating oil. Okay, you're going to spray right here. Spray, soak it. We'll let it soak for about 5 minutes, and we'll show you, okay, what else we need to do. Now, you need to tap on the knuckle itself, not on the joint on top, on the knuckle, and it will come off. Perfect. you can see the penetrating oil did its magic. So now I'm going underneath, guys. Give me just a second to get under that Kia Optima now. Oh my goodness. Okay, perfect. We need to do the lower ball joint now. Okay, there is a safety pin there, straight on this one. We need to pull it out. Replace that every time you remove it as well, guys. There are different sizes. Okay, it's out. We sprayed here really good. We soaked it even last night more, so it should eat all the rust. Now that nut, we need to pre-loosen it, and the moment the bolt starts turning, sometimes it turns, sometimes it doesn't, you can hold it with a wrench on the back side. Those could be really bad, really rusty, depending how old your vehicle is and where it was driven. If it was exposed to more snow, ice, salt, things like that. So, all right, let's go ahead, remove the nut. Awesome. Now we can get penetrating spray and spray here as well, if you need to. Let's see if ours will come out. Tap on it. Yep, it came out. Let's see if there is any rust in the bolt. Quite a bit. The penetrating spray ate it, guys. Now, you need to break that, okay, that bolt joint loose from the hub. There is a place on the control arm where you can, don't put too much pressure, you can hold a pry bar and one person hammer down on the bolt joint mount on the control arm there. Alright, it came loose. Check it out now. Okay, how much rust we have. Now, ABS sensor, guys. You have to be careful here not to break the ABS sensor. We recommend to remove it. You can soak it here with penetrating oil. Sometimes those will be really hard to remove, but in some cases you may damage them if you guys don't remove them. So we recommend to just pull it out, because installing the CV axle and stuff can damage them sometimes. Ours probably will come out because we removed it not too long ago, but you can spray some there, let it soak, spray again, and we can pry it with a small screwdriver, or yep, it's stuck again, even though we removed it not too long ago. Let's get a prying tool. Okay, it moved a little bit, and now we can pull it out. Perfect. That's the ABS wheel speed sensor. Now, the two nuts for the strut. That's the only thing that we have left. Make sure you don't yank on that thing now, because you can pull your inner CV axle out of the transmission side. And if the CV joint falls apart, you need to put it together, which is a pain, guys. Let's go ahead, unscrew the two nuts on the suspension. Alright, you can see right there. One's out. Second one's out. And let's see now if we can pry those things out. One bolt is out. It's always recommended to go to front end alignment after this job, because otherwise you can, guys, have unstable vehicle, which could be dangerous, because you can see how many suspension components we had to remove. Careful not to break your line or ABS speed wheel speed sensor as well, because it's in the way. Hold it now. Now everything is loose. Let's remove that screwdriver. We leave it for a little bit, and you tap a little bit on the CV axle with a hammer. Okay, it's coming out, so that's good. Okay, let's remove it on top now. Screwdriver comes out. We grab the hub. We hold the CV axle, make sure it doesn't slide out. And that hub assembly, let's bring it this way a little bit. With the bearing, you can see the bearing is right here. It came out. We'll have a special video how to replace a bearing without a press. It's doable, guys, so it will be on our channel and you can easily check it out. No, that's how we do it. The same one is used on many Hyundai and Kia models as well. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.